The world greets you in darkness. Your eyes are tightly shut, but you feel warmth around you. The soft fur of your mother and siblings nestled closely. Born inside a hollow tree in a quiet corner of a suburban forest, you weigh no more than a handful of berries. At first, your only task is to survive the fragile days ahead, relying entirely on your mother's milk and warmth. For nearly 3 weeks, the den is your entire universe. It's warm, safe, and comforting. But it's also cramped, especially as you and your siblings grow rapidly. Finally, the day comes when your eyes begin to open. At first, everything is blurred shapes and gentle shadows. But soon, your vision clears. You see your mother clearly for the first time, her masked face peering down at you, her gentle yet alert eyes watching every move you make. Curiosity sparks within you. You explore your limited space by touch and smell, memorizing every grain of wood, every furrow of bark lining your hollow. Your siblings are playful and boisterous, tumbling over each other constantly. These playful tussles strengthen your small body, preparing you for the adventures waiting outside. One night, your mother leaves the hollow briefly, returning with enticing scents that cling to her fur. Fragrant fruits, strange crumbs, and mysterious metallic smells. She's teaching you indirectly, imprinting essential lessons of scavenging and survival. Instinctively, you begin practicing your small, dexterous paws, grasping at imaginary objects and siblings alike. At 8 weeks old, your world expands dramatically. Under your mother's careful watch, you and your siblings emerge from the den for the first time, timid and hesitant. The outside air is crisp and alive with sounds. Rustling leaves, distant traffic, nocturnal whispers. You pause, overwhelmed by sensory input, but the curiosity inside you pushes forward. Your siblings surge ahead, playful and fearless. Determined not to fall behind, you follow cautiously. Your paws, sensitive and flexible, grip branches and bark with astonishing ease. Your balance is wobbly at first, but quickly improves as you learn to navigate the treetops with a grace that belies your young age. Each exploration strengthens your muscles and enhances your confidence. Yet, this newfound freedom comes with risk. Predators lurk in the shadows, owls patrol overhead, and unknown threats lie in wait. Your mother remains vigilant, teaching through demonstration. She forages effortlessly, flipping over stones, prying open fruit, rummaging through hidden treasures beneath human refuse. You observe closely, imprinting her every move into your developing mind. You realize quickly that your best tool for survival is your remarkable adaptability. At 12 weeks, you experience your first real challenge. While exploring a fallen log, a sudden rustle sends chills down your spine. Your heart races as a fox steps into view, eyes fixated hungrily upon you. Your siblings freeze, uncertain and terrified. But your mother acts immediately, lunging forward, fur bristling and teeth bared. A sharp growl erupts from her throat, fierce and unyielding. The fox hesitates, weighing its options, then retreats into the shadows, unwilling to risk injury. This encounter leaves a profound impression on you. Survival is not merely about finding food. It's about awareness, courage, and decisive action. From that day onward, you pay even closer attention to your mother's teachings. Her every movement, sound, and gesture holds wisdom that can mean life or death. As summer fades into autumn, your body matures rapidly. Your masked face becomes more defined, your paws stronger and more agile. Your siblings remain your closest companions, but you feel the call of independence growing steadily within you. The nights are becoming longer. Your explorations more daring. You're no longer the helpless newborn who relied entirely on your mother. You're becoming a confident juvenile raccoon, ready to face whatever life throws your way. Yet, one truth remains clear. Your life as a raccoon, filled with adventure, curiosity, and inevitable danger, has only just begun. As autumn deepens, your confidence and skills continue to blossom. You're nearly 6 months old now, no longer fully dependent on your mother's careful guidance. Each night you venture further from the den, driven by curiosity and the insatiable urge to explore your expanding territory. Your dexterous paws become your greatest asset, capable of twisting knobs, lifting latches, and grasping food with precision. The more you explore, the clearer it becomes. Your survival depends heavily on understanding this strange, human-dominated world around you. Bright streetlights line roads, unnatural trails where cars rush past, emitting smells both enticing and repulsive. Humans unknowingly provide endless resources. Garbage bins overflowing with edible scraps, discarded wrappers filled with sweet residue, gardens brimming with ripe fruit. Tonight, under cover of darkness, you and your siblings approach a backyard garden, its bounty too tempting to resist. Carefully squeezing through a hole in the fence, you find yourself surrounded by vegetables and fruits. Tomatoes dangle within easy reach, their juicy fragrance irresistible. Using your agile paws, you pluck one, tasting its tangy sweetness. Encouraged by success, you turn toward a shimmering koi pond nearby, water reflecting moonlight invitingly. You lower your sensitive paws into the cool water, fascinated by the slippery, elusive fish. They dart quickly, yet your patient movement soon rewards you with a small catch. Proudly gripping your prize, you savor the fresh meal, knowing your skills have reached new heights. But success breeds carelessness. A sudden beam of artificial light sweeps the garden. Your heart freezes. "Get out!" shouts a human voice, followed by the bark of an excited dog. Panic surges through you. Your siblings scatter swiftly, each diving in different directions. You scramble desperately, dropping the half-eaten fish, racing for the narrow gap in the fence. Behind you, the heavy footsteps of a human and paws pounding the earth intensify your fear. Adrenaline pushes you faster. You slip through the opening just in time, feeling the hot breath of the dog close behind. Heart pounding, you race back to the safety of the forest edge, realizing just how thin the line between survival and disaster truly is. The close call leaves an indelible lesson. Caution is just as vital as curiosity. As weeks pass, you refine your scavenging techniques. You learn to move silently, avoiding bright lights, listening carefully for signs of humans or other dangers. Each successful raid boosts your confidence, yet you never forget the risks inherent in this urban wilderness. By now, your family has begun drifting apart, an instinctual process as you each seek territories of your own. Separation is bittersweet. You'll miss the playful camaraderie, yet you're excited to forge your own path. Soon you find yourself entirely alone, your survival skills fully tested night after night. Winter arrives abruptly, blanketing the world in snow and ice. Food sources dwindle, forcing you to rely heavily on stored fat and resourcefulness. You scavenge tirelessly, braving freezing temperatures, searching for morsels beneath snow-covered debris. Your fur thickens into a lush, insulating coat, but hunger remains a constant companion. One particularly harsh night, desperate and driven by instinct, you approach a cluster of houses you've previously avoided. Near one porch, you detect warmth, a vent emanating heated air from beneath the structure. The temptation is irresistible. Crawling beneath the wooden deck, you find shelter from the freezing winds. The ground is dry and surprisingly warm, a haven amidst the bitter cold. Each evening, you cautiously return here, creating a temporary refuge. But one night, you're startled awake by scratching sounds and a powerful scent. Another raccoon, older and territorial, has discovered your hideaway. A confrontation erupts. Teeth flash, fur bristles, and the air fills with snarls. Despite your younger strength, experience gives your opponent the edge. Reluctantly, you retreat, conceding the shelter. Forced back into the biting cold, you quickly realize that survival isn't merely about strength, but also about wisdom. Knowing when to fight, when to flee, and when to conserve energy. As winter slowly yields to spring, your struggles pay off. Warmer nights return, bringing abundant food and fresh opportunities. Your body, strengthened by the challenges of winter, is leaner, tougher, and wiser. The experiences of the past months have etched valuable lessons deep within you. Now fully grown, you're prepared for the ultimate test of adulthood, establishing your own territory, finding mates, and continuing the cycle of life. The suburban landscape, once daunting, now seems filled with promise. Challenges you know you can overcome. Yet, despite your confidence, a deep instinct whispers that your greatest trials, and perhaps greatest adventures, still lie. Spring breathes life into your suburban world once more, and as the landscape awakens, so do your instincts. You're no longer a wandering adolescent. You're now a seasoned adult, fully capable and prepared for the responsibilities that lie ahead. The trials you faced have sculpted you into a resilient, adaptable creature, perfectly tuned to the complexities of your environment. The lush season signals the start of mating rituals, and your heightened senses pick up new, exciting scents drifting through the warm night air. Driven by powerful instincts, you mark your territory meticulously, rubbing scent glands against fence posts, tree trunks, and discarded objects. Your distinctive smell sends a clear message to any potential rivals. This domain is claimed. Yet, rivals inevitably challenge your claim. One night, while inspecting your borders, you catch a whiff of another male's scent, strong, confident, and invasive. Your muscles tense as your heart quickens. Ahead, illuminated by a distant porch light, stands your challenger, a mature male raccoon, battle-scarred and intimidating. A standoff ensues. Your challenger arches his back, hackles raised, growling fiercely, asserting dominance. You respond with equal intensity, fur bristling, tail puffed, teeth bared. Neither wishes to yield territory without a test of strength and courage. The confrontation escalates swiftly into combat. Growls echo as you grapple, wrestling fiercely, tumbling across dew-covered grass. Claws flash, jaws snap, fur flies. Every ounce of your survival training pours into this battle. Though the older male is experienced, your youthful strength, determination, and quick reflexes eventually grant you an edge. You pin your opponent momentarily, seizing the crucial psychological advantage. Reluctantly, your adversary withdraws, snarling defiantly but acknowledging your superiority. As he fades into the darkness, you breathe deeply. Heart racing, victorious yet exhausted. The territory remains yours, for now. With your position secured, you can finally turn attention to courtship. Female raccoons begin frequenting your territory, attracted by your scent markings and recent triumphs. A particular female, cautious yet curious, catches your attention. Over several nights, you approach slowly, exchanging careful sniffs, gentle vocalizations, and playful interactions. Eventually, trust solidifies between you, leading to a brief but successful mating. Though fleeting, this partnership signals the promise of a new generation. Your genes pass forward into the uncertain future. As the season progresses, you maintain a vigilant watch over your territory, continuously marking boundaries, fending off intruders, and reinforcing dominance through subtle yet persistent gestures. Humans, unaware of the complex drama unfolding nightly in their backyards, continue their routines obliviously, discarding food scraps, unintentionally feeding your offspring's future. Summer arrives, bringing renewed abundance. Gardens ripe, insects plentiful, water sources abundant. The female you've courted establishes her den nearby, sheltered in an old hollow tree. You occasionally glimpse your offspring as they grow, playful and inquisitive, echoing your early days under your mother's watchful eyes. Though male raccoons rarely participate directly in rearing offspring, you remain protective, subtly ensuring their safety through territorial vigilance. Yet the abundance of summer is brief. Soon, autumn returns, ushering in cooler temperatures and shorter days. Your second winter approaches, bringing familiar challenges. This time, experience guides your preparations. You strategically cache food, select insulated shelters, and preemptively secure territories offering both warmth and security. As winter deepens, your body naturally adapts once again. Fat reserves build beneath your thickened coat, and you settle into familiar routines of survival, carefully managing your energy, skillfully navigating freezing nights, and relying on your accumulated wisdom. Though fewer close calls occur, the harshness of the season still demands vigilance. Memories of youthful struggles remind you to never grow complacent. Never underestimate the unpredictable nature of urban life. Every challenge overcome reinforces your mastery of survival. Years pass swiftly. Territory battles come and go. Some you win, others end in retreat. Scars gradually mark your fur, trophies of countless confrontations, each carrying memories of victories and lessons learned. Gradually, age begins to assert itself. Your reflexes slow, your eyesight dim slightly, yet your intelligence and cunning remain sharp. You shift tactics, relying increasingly on stealth and strategy rather than brute strength. Younger raccoons occasionally test your dominance, sensing vulnerability. Yet through calculated displays of aggression and bluff, you maintain your position far longer than most. Eventually, however, youth prevails, and you gracefully retreat, ceding prime territory to younger generations. Entering your twilight years, you adopt a quieter existence, content in smaller, less contested spaces. You spend more time observing rather than acting, witnessing the perpetual cycle of birth, survival, and renewal. You see your offspring and their offspring thrive, ensuring your legacy remains firmly woven into the fabric of your community. One cool autumn night, beneath a luminous full moon, you pause beside a reflective pond. The same type of pond you first encountered so long ago. Your fur has grayed around the muzzle, your movement slowed, but your eyes retain their unmistakable spark. Gazing at your reflection, you sense deep satisfaction. Your life, marked by adaptability, resilience, and courage, has come full circle. Eventually, time gently closes your chapter. But your legacy, etched into the landscape, passed through generations, endures. You fulfilled your role perfectly, surviving against the odds, adapting relentlessly, and passing forward lessons vital for survival in this shared, uncertain world. And though humans rarely recognize your contributions, the urban wilderness thrives in part because of creatures like you. Clever, adaptable, and eternally determined. This, in the end, is your greatest triumph.